All of the Redcliffe soldiers appear to be okay. Let's speak with the messenger.
I was told to watch for your arrival, Warden. Your comrade Riordan arrived just ahead of the Darkspawn attack. He has urgent news for you.
Okay. What's he doing here?
I don't rightly know. Things happened so fast. I only know he was scouting in the south before he arrived.
Take me inside. There must be no more delays.
I should take you to the hall right away, my lady. They'll be waiting for you there.
It's a relief to see you unharmed. And you as well, Loki.
Yes, what a pleasure to see you again.
The Darkspawn that attacked Redcliffe were relatively few in number, I'm afraid. It was assumed the Horde was marching in this direction, but that is not true.
Riordan tells us that the bulk of the Horde is in fact heading towards Denerium. They are perhaps 2 days away from the capital.
How certain are we that this is good information?
I ventured close enough to listen in, as it were. I am quite certain.
Has word been sent to Denerium?
Word has been sent, but they need more than warning. They
Yes.
need our armies.
Yes.
There is, I'm afraid, one other piece of news that is of even greater concern. The Archdemon has shown itself.
Oh no.
The dragon is at the head of the Horde. Make her preserve us.
And we won't be able to reach Denerium within 2 days.
We must begin a forced march to the capital immediately with what we have. Denerium must be defended at all costs.
Is it even possible to reach the city in time?
Perhaps not. But what is important is that we know where the Archdemon will be. If we do not defeat the Archdemon, it will not matter if Denerium is saved or the Horde defeated. And only the Grey Wardens can defeat the Archdemon. That is why we must go.
Then we march. And hope the army collected here gives you the chance you need. Arleman, how long before the army can set out?
By daybreak, Your Majesty.
Then give the order. The longer we delay, the longer Denerium will be at the mercy of the Horde.
And just how are we supposed to defeat this Archdemon?
An excellent question.
Then you don't know.
No.
Of course not. You're both new recruits Duncan wouldn't have expected.
I will give the orders at once, and will notify you the moment we are ready to march.
Excellent.
Perhaps you and Logain should meet me before you retire for the evening. There are things we need to speak of.
I will have someone show you to your rooms. I suggest you all get some rest while you can. We will need it.
Okay. I am probably not going to like what I'm about to be told.
Marrying Alistair to Honora would not have been my first choice. Still, it does keep the Theron bloodline alive, and Honora is a fine brood.
Yes.
So I suppose I owe you thanks, Warden. All of Ferelden does.
We have her wisdom, her maturity, her ruthlessness, her acumen, her will, her calculation, combined with Alistair's good nature, his courage, his charisma, because he does, his goodness, his decency, his sense. He'll make a much better king than Kaelin will. He does. His upbringing forced him to be a bit more realistic, even if he was often naive. But he wasn't dangerously naive like Kaelin was. And he can help check some of the more ruthless and unyielding aspects of Honora, while Honora, through her calculation, can help watch him so he doesn't get taken advantage of. And she can keep the nobles and the Bannerman in check. Shouldn't Alistair be staying here?
He insists on going. How can I say no? I am uneasy with the danger he puts himself in by accompanying you. I ask myself if he does not conspire to leave the throne to Honora after all. But Alistair knows his duty. He will do what is best. Right now, he believes that is assisting you in contacting your allies.
All right. Are there any other allies we can use?
We have sent messengers to Orlais. With any luck, the Empress will send us help within a week. I think it entirely possible, however, that she has written Ferelden off as a lost cause already, and will seek to defend her empire first. Perhaps the Grey Wardens of Orlais will be able to march and reach us in time. We should not rely on their arrival, even so.
True. I should get to my room.
I apologize, but there are urgent matters I must deal with. Please seek me out another time.
Very well.
And now Denerium is under assault by the Darkspawn. The death toll will be staggering. I wish you luck, Grey Warden.
It will be. And thank you very much. We're going to need more than luck, though.
Good evening, my lady. It is an honor to meet you.
Honor to meet you as well. How is everything in the castle?
There was some groaning after the men received word about the coming race to Denerium tomorrow, but nothing serious. I think many are uneasy about facing the Great Horde. We will be outnumbered, it is said. But we have no choice. There are thousands of innocents in Denerium. My own family is there.
We will save them. Don't worry about that.
Thank you. You can't imagine what a relief it is to hear you say that.
There seems to be a large number of guards here, for good and obvious reason.
We are concerned that Darkspawn assassins may be sent into the camp to harm you or the Queen, or even Lord Loghain. No doubt you could defend yourself from such an attack, but we would prefer you to rest easy, for a few hours at least.
How do you feel about the coming battle?
I am not certain. On one hand, I yearn for the capital to be defended. There are so many lives at stake. But it feels as if we are rushing to our doom. Do you truly feel that we have a chance of winning?
Of course we'll win.
I hope you are right. I will pray for it. Of course, my lady. Good luck to you. You needn't worry about any problems tonight. We will guard you well.
Thank you.
You needn't worry about any problems tonight. We will guard you well.
And what word have we from Orzammar? Has House Claret sent their men, or haven't they?
They're stalling, which is as good as a no. House Claret's feud with House Romald has flared up again since their son died in that Deep Roads business. So naturally they're pleading the need for self-defense.
Fine time to start with that nonsense again. I've half a mind to... Evening to you, Grey Warden. Didn't realize you were still up and about.
Good to see dwarves. Good to see people like me. Is there a problem with the dwarven forces?
Nothing that can be dealt with now, I'm afraid. Just one of the houses being thicker than the stone that made them.
Once all of this Blight business is done, there will be a reckoning in the Assembly. They're probably half hoping we'll all wind up dead. That way they'll have one of the strongest forces left in Orzammar. Enough to face the Darkspawn all on their own, I suppose? That's exactly the kind of half-arse thinking that got us into the mess after Endrin passed.
Yep.
It was our good fortune that you decided to return home when you did, Grey Warden. For all that you needed our help, I expect we needed yours more.
Thank you very much. We both needed to work together. Worried about the battle.
And so you should be. I was hoping you'd have some Grey Warden trick up your sleeve, truth be told.
Are things truly that desperate? Do we stand a chance of losing?
We will find a way to win. We must.
I hope you're right. Under the open sky is a terrible place to consider dying, that's for sure.
Right. Off to camp with both of you, and keep the drunkenness to a minimum. We have a long way to go yet. Pleasant evening to you, Grey Warden.
You too.
Good fortune on the field of battle.
You too.
Good fortune to you, Grey Warden. Have plenty to mention before the bugle calls.
Fair enough.
Ancestors' blessing on you, Grey Warden.
Ancestors' blessing on you too.
Ancestors' blessing on you, Grey Warden.
Ancestors' blessing on you too. Hey, Batty Buddy. See anything interesting? No. That's okay. Oh boy. You're gonna... Some poor servant has to clean that. They're gonna get mad at me and chew me out. Come on. You're Mabari. You're smart enough to know you shouldn't be doing that in a house like this. Shame on you. Bad baddie buddy. But you know what? I love you. I gotta pet you anyway. Yes, you are, my bad baddie buddy. Give you good pettings.
I am listening.
You know, I still see you with me.
It has already vanquished one of its enemies. I am most startled. Truly, I would have expected that the traitor would have defeated it. Perhaps it would have been put in prison, or drawn and quartered. I was curious to find out which.
Thank you so much. Well, he's a Grey Warden now.
Most ingenious. It has made an ally out of an enemy. Can it do the same with a Darkspawn, I wonder?
No.
Does it wish me to leave? I can, though I see no reason to go.
Do what you want.
Then I shall remain. It is too interesting to abandon for now. Perhaps we should continue. Its chances of success are small enough without further dawdling.
That's a calculated statement. By saying he can leave, he probably won't. I'm sorry. By telling Auntie Shell that she can leave, she probably won't.
What is your wish, Kadan? As you wish.
Checking in with everyone.
What's on your mind? It is no trouble.
Your wish.
Are you sure I can't interest you in this hat? A pair of earrings, perhaps? A cheese knife? I'm sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
We have use for that. Sell the mace. Didn't help the guy hanging much. Better than nothing, but didn't help him that much. Oh well. Should have stored it, but didn't.
Right here, old pal.
Hey, good buddy. Like to know more about you.
What about? All right. Aye. All right then.
Yana,
Well, aren't you sweet and attentive?
when I deal with someone as lovely and magnificent as you, always.
Very well.
Nothing in there. I've got a bad feeling.
Let's see what this Riordan has to say. Let's see what this Riordan...
Got a bad feeling about this.
You're both here. Good. Please know I assumed you had already been told. Otherwise, I would have told you this when you freed me in Denerium. I'm sorry.
If you're trying to tell us that the Darkspawn taint will eventually mean our death, we do know this.
No, it's not that. I wish it were. Tell me, Have you ever wondered why the Grey Wardens are needed to defeat the Darkspawn?
Yes, and I imagine it's something I really won't like to hear or that will sound in all good. Just like I drank the blood that killed a bunch of people and that somebody was killed over, Davith and Joy, so long ago. Just like I now have these horrible things called dreams that humans think are normal, but which aren't, because it used to be when I went to bed and slept, it was a nice, comfortable darkness. Now I have freaky dreams and visions in my head. And I wonder how you humans don't go insane when you have that. I'm going to be dead in about 25 years, and the suggestion is go there through Orzammar because of the taint. And they can sense us, and we can sense them. How wonderful. I assume that it has something to do with the taint in us.
That is exactly what it involves. The Archdemon may be slain, as any other Darkspawn, but should any other than a Grey Warden do the slaying, it will not be enough. The essence of the beast will pass through the taint to the nearest Darkspawn and will be reborn anew in that body. The dragon is thus all but immortal. But if the Archdemon is slain by a Grey Warden, its essence travels into the Grey Warden instead.
That can't be good for the Grey Warden, even if it's good for the world. So we have this thing that people normally cannot kill. Great. Because it just keeps on getting reborn. So we could beat the whole friggin' army. We could kill him. We could kill the dragon. It would go to a different Darkspawn. And it would fly off, and the things would be unsettled and raise up a new horde. Wonderful. 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 So it has to be one of us four, and there are four. There's Loghain, Riordan, Alistair, and I that can kill this thing. What happens to one of us when we kill it? Because it doesn't sound very healthy.
A Darkspawn is an empty, soulless vessel, but a Grey Warden is not. The essence of the Archdemon is destroyed, and so is the Grey Warden.
The Grey Warden that kills the Archdemon perishes.
Yes. Without the Archdemon, the Blight ends. It is the only way.
Is there no other way? Must a Grey Warden die?
As far as we know, the transfer of the Archdemon's essence is automatic. If one of us is not present when the killing blow is made, it is all for nothing. There is no other way. For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
I already know why it's a secret, but we might as well talk about it, because then no one would want to be a Grey Warden.
We keep it secret for the same reason the joining is kept secret. Who would become a Grey Warden if they knew the end that might await them? And yet there must be Grey Wardens. Without us, there is no hope.
True. Technically, there's a fourth one, but that would mean that the King of Ferelden would have to sacrifice his life, Alistair. So we have Riordan, we have Loghain, and we have me. I'm in command. I have to set an example. I don't want to die. I really don't want to die. But I can't ask other people to die if I'm not willing to die myself. So since I can't ask other people to die unless I'm willing to die myself, because that's how a good leader is, and I have to be a good leader when the world is at stake, then it has to be set up that I, the commander, will take that final blow myself, because I'm in charge of everything.
It warms my heart to see such courage, but do not hurry so to sacrifice your life.
Thanks.
If possible, the final blow should be mine to make. I am the eldest, and the taint will not spare me much longer. But if I fail, the deed falls on you. The Blight must be stopped now, or it will destroy all of Ferelden before the rest of the Grey Wardens can assemble. Remember that. But enough. There will be much to do tomorrow, and little enough time to rest before it. I will let you return to your rooms.
Then this will be dealt with soon. One way or the other.
So it will. Let us hope it ends for the better.
I don't know what to say. Other than I don't want to die, but I may have to. When the first Blight began, many brave men and women threw themselves at Dumat, the first Archdemon, trying to strike him down. But no matter the numbers, no matter their strength, he would always return. This was proof, some said, of his divine power. But the Grey Wardens soon learned otherwise. Their tainted blood bound them to the Archdemon, and they could hear it, feel it, as it died and was born anew, its spirit drawn to possess the nearest tainted creature. The Darkspawn were mindless, soulless, empty shells of flesh that could be bent and remade in the dragon's image. But a man's soul was not so malleable. When a warden's hand struck a fatal blow against Dumat, the old god's spirit was drawn not to a Darkspawn, but to the man who had slain him. In that moment, the souls of both the warden and the Archdemon were utterly destroyed, and the dragon rose no more. The Blight was over. So you don't just die, your soul gets destroyed. Your essence, if that exists. I don't believe in essence. You die, it's over.
You should get some sleep before morning. There will be much to do when the army marches.
How am I supposed to sleep now?
Do not be alarmed. It is only I.
Is everything alright?
I am well. 'Tis you who are in danger.
Yes.
I have a plan, you see. A way out. The loot in your hole. I know what happens when the Archdemon dies. I know a Grey Warden must be sacrificed, and that sacrifice could be you. I have come to tell you that this does not need to be.
Why did you not mention this earlier, then?
It was necessary that I wait and be sure. Now I am. Now we speak in private, where no others can hear. I offer a way out. A way out for all the Grey Wardens, that there need be no sacrifice. A ritual, performed on the eve of battle, in the dark of night.
Nothing comes without a price.
Perhaps, but that price need not be so unbearable, especially if there is much to be gained. All I ask is that you listen to what I have to offer, nothing more.
This is my life, Riordan's life, Logain's life, perhaps even Alistair's life that we are talking about here. Fine. Speak quickly. Very well. What is your plan?
What I propose is this. Convince Logain to lay with me, here tonight, and from this ritual a child shall be conceived within me. The child will bear the taint, and when the Archdemon is slain, its essence will seek the child like a beacon. At this early stage, the child can absorb that essence and not perish. The Archdemon is still destroyed, with no Grey Warden dying in the process.
So the child becomes a Darkspawn, though?
Not at all.
Okay.
It will become something different. A child born with the soul of an old god. After this is done, you allow me to walk away, and you do not follow. Ever. The child will be mine to raise as I wish.
Is it wise to raise the old gods? How do you even know this will work?
This is what my mother intended when she sent me with you. She was the one who first gave me this ritual and told me of what I was meant to do.
Okay.
This does not surprise you, does it?
No.
Did you not wonder why Flemeth saved your life?
Yes.
Why she aided you?
Yes.
This is why.
Okay.
What is important is that I am offering this to you now. It will work, and it will save your life.
I just have to make sure that I don't put my own skin above the good of the whole of society and the community in terms of the Blight. Why Logain? Why not Riordan? I have an idea based on Riordan talking about how the taint will take him soon, but let's just double check.
Even if I thought Riordan could be convinced, he is unsuitable. I need one who has not
Yes.
been tainted for long. It must be him, and it must be tonight.
Okay. I want to know more about this child.
As you wish.
Will the child be evil? What will it become?
Allow me to say that what I seek is the essence of the old god that once was, and not the dark forces that corrupted it.
Okay.
Some things are worth preserving in this world.
Yes.
Make of that what you will.
All right. The child won't be hurt, right?
Ignoring that after but one night it could barely be called a child.
True, you're
no,
right.
It will not be hurt. It will be changed.
It is not just a child after one night. I'm just curious that if you decide to raise the child, once it goes to being an actual child from an embryo through the process of a fetus to being an actual child that is born. Because you're right, at the moment of conception, it is not a child. It is not. That it wouldn't somehow have some sort of disability or anything like that afterwards. What do you intend to do with this child?
I do not wish to tell you. The child will represent freedom. For an ancient power, a chance to be reborn apart from the taint. Is that not reason enough to do it?
Yes.
I will raise the child apart from the rest of society and teach it to respect that from which it came. Beyond that, you need know nothing else.
Okay. What if Loghain wants to see the child?
I truly doubt he would, but even if he does, he will not. It is all I ask for in return.
Okay. Let's see, enough about the child.
Then you
then.
have decided?
Alright. You actually think Loghain will agree to this?
Because he is bound to obey you, he will comply. Consider the alternative. If Riordan fails, do you think Loghain will hesitate? He will die, redeemed as the hero he wished to
True.
be, rather than the villain he deserves to be.
Yes.
And you? Will they remember you, do you think? Or will you be just another Grey Warden who accompanied the great Loghain? If you would rather, consider Leliana. What do you think she would advise, if she knew the life of her beloved was at risk? I think you know. I think you have many good reasons to tell him to save his own life. I think you should consider them carefully.
All of those points are correct. Normally I would talk a lot, I would think a lot, I would want to press her on this issue. But she's pretty much answered all of the points. Society won't be threatened. The Blight will be ended. The child, the embryo, which becomes a fetus, which then becomes the actual child, and it doesn't even start out as a child originally, it's not originally a child, will not have birth defects or anything like that. It will save our lives. I could spend more time with Leliana. I'll agree to do it.
A wise decision. I shall wait here then while you go and speak with Loghain. I urge you to be convincing.
I like to believe that I'm not fired up and inspired by this jealousy of Loghain. But I don't believe that he deserves to be remembered as the great noble person who stopped the Blight. He hasn't earned that right. On the eve of battle with the Archdemon, she made an offer to the Wardens. Sire a child with her, and she could use it to capture the Archdemon's soul at the moment of death, saving the Warden who struck the killing blow. Okay. And there he is. This is interesting. It's like I'm your wingman and I'm going to get you laid. Look at what you get for being a bad guy.
I'm surprised you're still awake. I was also surprised to see the marsh witch outside your room earlier, glowering quite intensely even for she. Is something amiss?
Morrigan brought me an offer, actually.
And it involves me in some capacity?
I need you to sleep with Morrigan as part of a ritual.
I see. I would ask if you were joking, but of course you're not, are you? I should never underestimate your capacity to do the unexpected, but this seems a stretch even for you. So, you intend to save us from the Archdemon through this ritual? What kind of magic demands such an act?
Here's the thing I give him credit for. He has an incredible level of calm, presence, and sang-froid. He has 5 o'clock in the morning courage. Where he wakes up, you could tell him that the enemy's turned both his flanks and they're in his rear. And he's like, very well, let's marshal the forces, muster them, and beat them. So he has a great deal of calm, self-possession, presence of mind. I do respect that. That is a strength for him, an incredible strength. That balance. But then again, he's probably spent a lot of time in very desperate straits and figures, what the hell? That's my life. In some respects, Honora truly is her father's daughter. I won't lie to you. It will produce a child.
A child? With me as the father and the Marsh Witch as the mother? I cannot think of anything more ludicrous, nor why you or she would even be interested in such an outcome.
I think she wants to make some kind of old god.
That at least makes some manner of sense. Of course that is what she would want. Even so, none of this is necessary. If Riordan fails, simply let me take that final blow. Let me make amends for what I've done, if it comes to that.
You can be of use to the Grey Wardens more alive. I don't want you to die either, Loghain.
That is appreciated, but it is far too late for me. Do not ask me to do this thing.
I believe this is necessary, but I'll leave it up to you.
You could order me to obey you, yet you do not. If this is truly what you think is wise, then I will do as you ask. Let us find the Marsh Witch and do this thing quickly before I change my mind.
'Twould seem your talk is done.
The witch wishes to get right to the point, it seems.
Your point.
What is it to be, then? Has a decision been reached?
I couldn't order him to do that, because that would be a form of rape. I wouldn't want someone to order me to have sex with someone and effectively be raped. I would not want that on Rika. There are lots of people who find themselves in circumstances where they are forced to sleep with someone and would wish to go out of it and not do it. Rika in many ways was forced to be a noble hunter, even if she's happy with Balin. I couldn't order him to do it. This is uncomfortable. Creating a situation where someone who does not really want to sleep with someone must eventually sleep with them. But the lives are at stake. And I did give him the choice at the end. Loghain has agreed to your request.
Not so quickly. I have a question about this child that will supposedly be born of this.
Interesting. Honesty wouldn't have been my first choice.
I will do this, only if I can be sure that this child will not be used to plague Ferelden. Nora does not need a little brother to appear and lay a claim on her throne.
The child will never know of its father, and I will never return to Ferelden. That I swear.
I will accept that.
Let us go somewhere more private, Loghain. This will not take long at all.
We have gathered all the forces we can. The Darkspawn horde is sure to reach the capital before us. So we must race to Denerium as quickly as we can. The lives of many thousands hang in the balance. We must not forsake them. You have gathered an army to replace the one lost at Ostakar, Grey Warden. Let us pray that it will be enough.
Before us stands the might of the Darkspawn horde. Gaze upon them now, but fear them not. The woman you see beside me is a dwarf, raised to the ranks of the Grey Wardens. This is not her home, and yet still she fights with honor and passion. She has survived despite the odds, and without her, none of us would be here. Today, we save Denerium. Today, we avenge the death of my husband, your King Kaelan. But most of all, today, we show the Grey Wardens that we remember and honor their sacrifice. For Ferelden! For the Grey Wardens!
You bastards. There it is. The architecture was bad enough as it is without you guys doing this mess. Alright. You guys are running that way. I'm gonna head over this way. Yeah, blow me. Alright, okay. You guys want to try stuff? Blow me. Winds, stand. I thought I saw a shale before. You gonna fire arrows at me? Alright.
Quickly.
They want me. Don't be messing with the soldiers. Okay. You know what? Boom! Now that was cool. Quit hitting him. Hey!
I shall do it.
No game will have your head.
Alright, soldier, I gotta check on my other guys. Everybody seems okay. Wait, somebody's getting hurt. Zevron. Good, good, good. He isn't that bad. Alright. Zevron's doing okay.
It is a fine thing we've done. Another call.
Alright. Yeah, they threw these guys out here just to slow us down. You secured the city gates by killing the darkspawn that amassed there. You should speak to Riordan to see what your next move should be. Alright, let's police the area. Talk to everybody first. Yeah, I'm about to level up. I'm right on the verge. Police the area.
As you say.
Yeah. Potent poison, huh?
Very well.
Alright. This is our first. Yeah, that went quick. Dr. Riordan just as soon as I check with everybody.
What's on your mind? I will answer to the best of my ability.
Sorry. Shell?
I am listening.
Never mind. Stan.
What is your wish, Kadan? I am hardly surprised.
Never mind.
Very well.
Find it very strange. He's fighting Darkspawn here.
wish.
I bet he finds it strange. Okay.
Well, aren't you sweet and attentive?
Middle of fighting. Gotta fight. Nope, nothing. Very well.
Right here, old pal.
Nothing.
Aye. All right then.
General?
One life. After all this trouble, it seems like such a small thing to give up to see this land safe, doesn't it?
It's hardly a small price.
You think so? Suppose you've never been a soldier. The currency of war is life. You pay it and pray that the outcome is worthwhile. What about Liliana? You have a life. But don't be in a hurry to give it up. Not when there are alternatives. If anyone should make this sacrifice, it ought to be me. Maker knows I have enough to atone for. She's always been a very practical child. I'm sure she'll find a way to turn it to her political advantage. There is, however, no use worrying about what may be. I have to wait and see what comes. Do you want something? I suppose I have a moment. Of course.
Hopefully everything will be fine with Morrigan's ritual.
You've managed to fight your way to the gates. We're doing better than I hoped.
That will change quickly.
Bloody nug runners are outnumbered 3 to 1.
What are we to do now, Riordan? You have a plan, I assume?
The army will not last long, so we need to move quickly to reach the Archdemon. I suggest taking Loghain and no more than 2 others with you into the city. Anyone you don't bring with you can remain here to prevent more Darkspawn from entering Denerium on our tails. We're going to need to reach a high point in the city. I'm thinking the top of Fort Draken might work.
You want to draw the dragon's attention, I take it?
We have little choice, though I warn you that as soon as we engage the beast, it will call all its generals to help it. I can sense 2 generals in Denerium. You may wish to seek them out before going to Fort Draken.
I am sure that if we did slay those generals, it would stop the Darkspawn in the city from doing a lot of harm.
It may also waste resources trying to find them. The decision is up to you.
Do you know where these generals are?
Neither of them are near Fort Draken currently. But there are too many Darkspawn here to tell you more. There are already several units of our allies within the city by now. They may be able to come to your assistance if you call them, but their strength will be limited. Now, who do you wish to take with you into the city?
Yes.
Yes.
Indeed.
Fair enough. Anyone else will need to remain here and assist in keeping more Darkspawn from coming in the gates behind us. Who will lead them? Do you have a preference?
Leaving me behind, are you? Very well.
Good. That should be sufficient. Nothing you have done has prepared you for what you face now. May the Maker watch over you.
So this is it then. All that we've been through has led up to this. Whatever happens now, to either of us, know that I am proud, infinitely proud, to have called you friend. Onward then, and may the Maker smile fortune upon us.
Thank you, Mama Win.
So, this is it.
Uncle Ogren, old buddy. If you didn't harass the women so much, I'd be more forgiving. But you've done okay so far. You going to get all emotional on me?
Well, not anymore, I'm not. You took in a drunken disgrace of an Orzammar warrior. You gave me a reason to fight, and the will to keep going. You helped me find the one woman in the sodding world who might put up with me. And you helped me get past Brosca so I could have someone new. I owe you a lot, Warden. I consider it a fine honor to die for you and your cause.
We'll talk about the honor after we all survive this. We'll talk about honor after we all survive this.
Not one for facing the facts, are you? Aye, I'll play along. Let the stone turn red from the blood of heroes. Today, I will be the warrior you taught me to be.
Okay, Ogren, you're awesome in that moment.
So the Archdemon is next, is it?
Indeed.
I would not have thought I would say this, but I am glad I'm going with it. Perhaps we're not completely doomed.
I appreciate the vote of confidence, Auntie Shale. Coming from someone with your wry, dry, dour sense of humor and wit, is wonderful. I wouldn't have it any other way.
I would. But I suppose there are certain obligations that go along with having a squishy companion made out of flesh.
Sorry.
Let us try to get through this without my being rendered into so many pulverized pebbles, yes?
Indeed.
Or eaten by the dragon. It might give passing a stone more meaning, but I don't want to be there for it.
Yeah.
Enough talking. There is a burning city to invade, or something.
Don't worry. Buddy, I'll be back. Yeah. Buddy.
Are you ready? We have reached the battlefield at last.
Thank you for your help, Sten.
I have done nothing. You have carried us this far. Do not doubt that.
Killed.
Heading off to slay dragons without me, Fine. Say hello to the Archdemon for me. He never writes anymore. It's rather distressing. And do watch your back. No getting eaten, unless you think it's really important, of course.
Okay,
After
Zev.
all that, I will not be going with you.
In your delicate condition?
I would still see this to the end, but so be it. Let us part ways now. You go your way to your destiny, and I go my way to mine.
Ah, my dark sister. I love you very much. I will find you, Morrigan. I swear it.
I would not suggest it, but your path will ever be your own. I did not know what it meant to have a friend once, but you I would gladly consider such. Go, slay your archdemon. Live gloriously, my friend.
I see I'm not going with you. I wish you luck then. The fate of Ferelden rests on your shoulders.
So this is it? This is the end? We've come so far. It's strange knowing that all our fates will be decided in a matter of hours. We stand on the precipice before the greatest battle of our age. I wonder if the heroes of old ever felt like this.
Are you afraid?
I am not afraid. We go to fight for a good cause, and there is nowhere else I would rather be.
That's my girl.
You are my dearest friend and my love.
Aww.
You lit my path through darkness, and I will stand with you to whatever end.
Aww.
This day, we will forge a legend of our own.
All right.
Hey.
You have something to say, do you? I see. Let me talk then, and you shall listen. I shall be brief.
Okay.
What was done had to be done. I regret it not. Let us not complicate matters further.
I understand. I wanted to thank you for everything.
Yes. I see. You are welcome, and thank you. This means everything to me. You cannot know. Now let us finish this and be done.
And me too.
You have something to say, do you? There is much to be done, and quickly.
Okay.
Do not waste your time on me.
You're right. I'm hesitating and I should not. We have to get into action and do it. You're absolutely correct. My apologies. I appreciate your good sense. Sometimes you just have to dive into it. And not
I shall do it.
hesitate. presented with such a formidable and awe-inspiring moment.
Right here, old pal. Aye, all right then.
Well, aren't you sweet and attentive?
What is your wish, Gadon? As you wish.
All right. It's time to go. And you know what?
Kill those godless bastards! We're counting on you, Warden.
Okay. We'll do our best.
Make her watch over you!
Ask me anything.
Go to the Market District first. Ready? Nice.
We must fight. That's one less to worry about.
Very well.
Here. It is begun. I can do it. I'm ready.
Okay.
As you say.
If we gotta shoot arrows, we might as well have the arrow thing ready. Well, that's interesting. Let's go this way. Okay. Far cry from the ogres we were fighting before. Get that bow ready. Okay, Batty Buddy, you know what you're supposed to do. Yep, nice wagon. I have to righty-tighty, put it on the right side up later. All right.
Ask me anything.
Yes. As you say.
Come on. Yeah, that was a nasty hit. Oh, fucker. Get the fuck up! So he fucking died. Everybody. Okay. Corruption, Sora bombs, and everything. Mm-hmm. Take a look at this hat of corruption. Shit. All right, ready? That's the guy we gotta get. Let's just wait.
Where now? As you say.
Fuck off, shit for brains. Are you ready? Okay. Alright. Okay, we'll clear the area out and then we'll go. Alright. Alright. I think we've cleared all of this.
You need me? Let's go. Okay, everybody. Ask me anything.
Okay, dog.
You! It's you! Maker sure gave you the gift of good timing, didn't he?
Hey,
There's
Shani.
a large group of darkspawn approaching and the gates won't hold. We need your help.
Okay. I need you to fight with me.
Fight? But we have no armor and only simple weapons. We'll be slaughtered.
This is your home. Protect your families.
The stranger is right. We have to do something.
Yes, if we can hold them back, it'll give others a chance to escape. Tell us what to do, and we'll fight for as long as we can.
Stay back. Defend your homes.
You heard what the lady said. Come on.
Want you guys in the rear with
They're
the gear.
upon us.
Yeah, I want you guys in the rear with the gear. What I need you to do. Okay. I knew it. Alright.
I am armed.
There he is. Okay, ready? He's dead. Everybody. Okay. Taunt.
As you say.
Yeah, that's right, you son of a bitch. Alright. You son of a bitch. Stop hurting my elves. Fuck it. Clear them out. You guys want me? So they're all coming, huh? Mm-hmm. Sure.
Yes. Shall be done.
Watching noises.
Good to go. My arms comes to this, doesn't it? I will do it. I never liked this part.
Hey, shithead. Okay. Oh, what the heck? Wait, fuckers. Alright. Hey, little buddy.
As you say.
So these are the Herlocks.
Immediately.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Shani. Let's see what's going on up here. Take a look and see. Okay. 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 Okay.
We did it! I didn't think it was possible. You've given us a chance to get to safety. We will never be able to thank you enough. Please, take this. I pray it helps you in your coming battles. We have to go. May the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over you, and may the Elven gods watch over you, even though they're kind of dumbasses who let themselves get captured by the Dreadwolf. But yeah, I wanted to give you guys confidence that you could fight and win. And that's exactly what you got. You fought to protect your quarter, and with aid and assistance you kept the quarter, and the humans can't take the Shemlin, can't take that away from you, and the Durgard Dugenlin can't take that away from you. So that helps give you strength and organization. Now, okay guys, you did well. The next fight's when things are going to get nasty. No, not necessarily the next fight. Shit. Guess we're not going that way. Or I guess there's not people coming. Okay, okay, okay.
I'm here.
Okay.
For Relden.
Uh-huh.
Beware! A large group of Darkspawn have broken away from the battle. They're charging this way. They'll be here any minute.
I'll take care of it.
In the memory of Chief!
Ah, shit. Okay. Let's see something. Why is everyone is using a bow? I wouldn't.
Begin the onslaught. Now we get our hands dirty. As you wish. Begin the onslaught.
We defeated them! You did it!
Okay, let's see here. 5.
That's what I like to see.
Where to?
Shall I send word that the gates are secured?
For the moment, yes.
Right away.
Riordan. Oh God. Go Riordan. Riordan. You did injure him. But he does need to... Goodbye, Riordan. He's been temporarily injured, but he'll be back. Not Riordan, but the Archdemon. Breathe him out.